Alright, back at this Skytear Horde, trying to make sense of it, get the first game, picking up where we left off. Alright, so it says drawing mulligan. Each player draws 5 cards from their deck. I take it since that's not a player, the AI, the Horde, I'll just draw 5. Then players may discard any number of cards and draw back the same amount. Then shuffle the discarded cards back into the deck. For your first game, we suggest discarding any cards that is not the ally type. That card type appears just below the card title. Now you're ready to start playing. All right, ally, tower, spell. All right, throw those back. Okay, discard them. Then shuffle the discarded cards. Then and draw back the same amount. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle these back in. Yeah, I would kind of fix the view, but this thing I have is kind of janky right now. Or I would have to sit on this stool thing, but I don't feel like it. But anyway, you got 5 cards, 1 mulligan. You got 1 ally. You got 1 ally, 2 towers. Return of the King. All right, example setup for a solo game. Room for monsters. We got that. We have that thing right there. We got that. We have this guy right here, the big monster, I guess. And then we have the hate bringer. And 3. What is 3? 3 is the minion cards. Place 4 minion cards within reach. Where are those minion cards? Where'd I put those at? Zephyr Light and crap. Okay, they're in here. Shuffle them back in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it says place the 4 minion cards within reach. They'll stay outside the lanes in a zone called the back line. Move these dice. Okay, so the 4 minions, they're going to stay in the back line. If I could. Alright. Okay, so done with that. And then now you're ready to start playing. Got everything looking right. Now, winning and losing. Alliance players lose when the castle is destroyed or any player's alliance deck runs out of cards. Okay, the castle destroyed. And alliance players win at the end of the turn in which the final outsider stage has been destroyed. Final outsider stage has been destroyed. Okay, the game plan. The outsider is summoned only once the first portal stage is destroyed. Okay. To destroy the portal, some of your allies and spells must attack it instead of fighting the monsters. Okay, so you got to clear the area of monsters, looks like, and just attack the portal. Okay, once the stage 1 portal is destroyed, the stage 1 outsider will be summoned on the lanes. Okay, that's the castle, I take it, yeah. And this is the at the end of the turn when this portal, so this is the portal, reveal the next portal card in its upright orientation. Okay. Okay, stage 1 outsider. This is the outsider. And this is the stage 2 outsider. Okay, the game plan. The outsider is summoned once the first portal stage is destroyed. This is the first portal. To destroy the portal, some of your allies and spells must attack it instead of fighting the monsters. Once the stage 1 portal is destroyed, the stage 1 outsider will be summoned on the lanes. Cool. After you defeat the stage 1 outsider, the stage 2 outsider will come back for revenge. Defeat it again and survive until the end of the turn to claim victory over the Horde. Okay, in order to survive, make sure your castle is not destroyed and your deck doesn't run out of cards. Good luck, have fun. Okay, so it's a 20 health castle. Exhaust, pay 1 mana, choose 1. Remove up to 2 damage from the castle. Remove up to 1 damage from an ally. Or draw a card. 20 health on there. And then the Gaping Maw. Deck building rules, you must have... I guess it said jump in and go, so we're just jumping in and going. Our game flow. The game is played over a series of turns until players either win or lose the game. Each turn has 7 phases. The refresh phase, gain mana to play cards and ready allies. Horde phase, summon a new wave of monsters. And alliance phase, play alliance cards and use their abilities. 4 treachery phase, a treachery card empowers the Horde. 5 fight phase, allies and monsters fight or strike the castle or portal. 6 pillage phase, minions force you to discard cards from your deck. 7 end phase, check if the outsider is destroyed and start a new turn. Make sure to keep the player aid cards within reach. Keep track of these phases as you play. Before explaining these phases in detail, we must introduce some key concepts on the next page. Key concepts, lanes. The main game zone consists of 6 lanes identified by 2 lane markers. Each lane can have at most 1 monster above the lane marker. At most 1 monster above the lane markers. At most 1 ally or tower below the lane markers. At most 1 ally or tower below the lane markers. During the fight phase, monsters and allies will strike each other if they're in the same lane. Otherwise, unopposed monsters will strike the castle, while unopposed allies will strike the portal. Okay. Minions. The 4 minions are a special kind of monster, threatening your resources, which are represented by the alliance deck. Okay. During the pillage phase, the healthier the minions, the more cards you'll have to discard from your deck. Remember, all players lose if the alliance deck runs out of cards. Minions will stay in play in the back line outside the lanes, unless you pull them into the lane using an ally during the alliance phase. Okay. When a minion is destroyed, discard all tokens from it, place it in the back line, and 1 alliance player may draw a card. Okay, engage minion, +3. Goes there, +3. Alright, understanding keywords. Many abilities use keywords and icons that are explained in the glossary on page 14. The most common keywords are play and destroyed. One-time abilities happening when the card enters play or is destroyed respectively. The 4 most common used icons are health +1, -1, and attack +1, -1, the diamond. 4 kinds of tokens that permanently modify the attack and health of cards underneath them. Health and destruction. Many cards have a starting health printed in their bottom right corner. Each time a card takes damage, you must place 1 minus onto it in order to decrease its health. When the health of a card is 0 or less is destroyed, discard all tokens from it. Resolve any destroyed ability and follow the rules below. Depending on the card type, ally, place it in the owner's discard pile. Monster, place it in the Horde discard pile. And 1 alliance player may draw a card. Yeah, let me highlight that up. Monster, alliance player may draw 1 card. Okay, castle. That's alliance players lose the game. Portal, the porter enters the irreversible collapsing state. You may flip it on its backside as a reminder. A collapsing portal will be replaced in the end phase with the next portal card rotated upright. Black side. Outsider, put the card back in the box and place the next stage, the next stage outsider, if any, at the bottom of the outsider pile. Back in the box. And let's go irreversible. All right, drawing cards. Unlike in many other card games in Skytear Horde, players do not automatically draw new cards every turn. The main way to draw cards during the game is to destroy monsters. Each time a monster is destroyed, one alliance player may draw a card. Don't automatically draw new cards every turn. You're ready to learn the details of each phase. Okay, refresh phase. Step 1, gain mana. Mana is the magical Skytear resource required to play alliance cards. Each player takes mana equal to the mana boost of the current portal. So right there, it's 4 right there on this portal. To track your available mana, move your mana tokens next to the corresponding number on each of the lane markers. All right, interesting. So 1, 2. Each player gains 3 mana. So I guess there's only one player, so that'll be me. And then what does this do? I guess it's just for the horde. Yeah, that looks like the horde. Oh, well, something. All right, so mana infinite, mana 0, mana 4. Mana 4. Okay, yeah, they got it right there. +3 boost right there. Okay, mana can be kept from turn to turn and is limited to 10, and it can't be traded between players. Can be kept from turn to turn, limited to 10. Each player readies their exhausted cards on the ready phase. And key concepts: ready and exhausted cards in play can be in one of 2 possible states, ready or exhausted. Cards enter play in the ready state and must become exhausted to use their exhaust abilities. Enter play ready. And exhausted cards are pulled away from the lane. Okay, makes sense. Markers to represent their exhausted state. Exhausted cards fight normally like ready cards, except you can't activate their exhaust abilities anymore. Okay, cool way to get away with not tapping. Pulled away from the lane. All right, horde phase. Summon horde phase. Summon horde cards. Wave number. I see a 1. Summon a number of horde cards equal to the wave number at the top of the portal. Okay, there we go. 1 card. All right, it's coming together now, folks. It's coming together. All right, summon a number of horde cards equal to the wave number at the top of the portal. The portal will rotate in the end phase, so the number will change. Kind of like Warhammer Champions / Light Seekers with the, Ardent Reapers a little bit. Like it. So that's at the end phase. And then to summon a horde card, place the top card of the horde deck face up in the leftmost lane without a horde card. Leftmost lane without a horde card. If all 6 lanes already have horde cards in them, put the horde cards face up on top of the outsider pile instead of summoning it. Okay. Let's get a blue one. Blue highlighter. If all six lanes occupied, put it on top of the outsider pile. All right, resolve new horde cards. Proceeding from left to right, repeat the steps below for each newly placed horde card. Okay, 1. One alliance player of your choice gains mana equal to the mana boost. If greater than 1, mana may be split amongst players. Okay, 1. Resolve the new horde cards. All right, so it looks like to me horde cards have mana boost on them too. No. All right, well, here's the mana boost. All right, maybe just not that one. Okay, this has a different, no mana boost. Okay. No mana boost. No mana boost. Nothing is looking to have mana boost. I don't get it. All right, so let's start that over. Resolve the new horde cards. Proceeding from left to right, repeat the steps below for each newly placed horde card. One alliance player of your choice gains mana equal to the mana boost. Okay, the mana boost may just only be on the portal cards. Let's make sure. Yeah, none of these have mana boost on them. All right, so let's just move those back where they were. Something like that. All right, so once again, one alliance player of your choice gains mana equal to the mana boost right here. And if greater than 1 can be split amongst players. I guess it goes down the harder the campaign or whatever. So 2 mana boost, 1 mana boost, no mana boost, spells, epic monster. Maybe epic monsters give mana boost. I don't get it. But anyway, resolve any play ability. Ignore the treachery, the lightning bolt ability, as this is not relevant now. If the card was a spell, place it in the horde. Place it in this horde discard pile. Okay, resolve any play ability. Ignore any treachery ability, as this is not relevant now. If the card was a spell, place it in the horde discard pile. Okay, proceed to resolve the next horde card that was summoned this turn. Okay, shift all monsters. Shift all monsters in the lanes toward the left so that there are no free lanes between them. For instance, the spell might have left a free lane in between monsters. Okay, alliance phase. Alliance players can take each of the actions below any number of times in any order. Play alliance cards. Action. Pay the card's mana cost to play a card from your hand. On page 16, you can read more details on how each card type is played. Action. Engage minions. Place an unengaged minion with one or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. Place an unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. Unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. You must have an ally in the same lane. Move or play it beforehand if needed. If the ally leaves this lane during the alliance phase, the minion will immediately return to the back lane. Alright, let's read that again. Engaged minions. Place an unengaged minion. Okay, unengaged minion, the guys in the back. Engaging minions. Place an unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. You must have an ally in the same lane. Move or play it beforehand if needed. If the ally leaves this lane during the alliance phase, the minion will immediately return to the back line. So I guess, did it say that punching minions was how you get the money, the cards? Or, okay, the primary way to get cards is what? Drawing cards, unlike... Okay, no, it said each time a monster is destroyed, not a minion. But minions are also monsters. Okay. Alright, keeping going. Move or discard cards. Move an ally, not a tower, from one lane to another without alliance cards. Move an ally, not a tower, from one lane to another without alliance cards. Or even swap lanes with another ally in play. Okay, move an ally from one lane to another without alliance cards, or even swap lanes with another ally. You can also discard any of your alliance cards in play. Use exhaust abilities. Use an exhaust ability on any ready card you own by exhausting that card. Already know that. And additional cost. Some abilities have costs that you must pay in order to use that ability. And additional costs are highlighted in bold. 2 examples would be the Gaping Maw Castle, requiring you to pay 1 mana, or Land Shaker, pay 1 mana. Land Shaker Tower, requiring you to give -1 to an ally in order to resolve its ability. Okay, reveal Treachery card. Reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of... Reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of the Horde discard pile. This is the treachery card for this turn. Okay, reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of the Horde discard pile. This is the treachery card for this turn. Ignore any play ability and look to the sides of the treachery card for any attack or treachery symbols. If there are no symbols, skip to the next step. Otherwise, determine the boosted monster. The boosted monster is the leftmost monster in the lanes if the symbol are on the left, or the rightmost monster if the symbols are on the right. Okay, boosted. Then depending on the symbol, take the action below. Case 1, resolve the treachery ability written on the treachery cards. Ignore any other abilities such as play. Case 2, for the remainder of the turn, the boosted monster gains an attack bonus equal to the number of attack symbols on the treachery card. Leftmost monster gets plus X attack. Rightmost monster gets plus 2 attack with 2 pips. As a reminder of this effect, you may place the treachery card above the boosted monster and discard it at the end of the fight phase. As a reminder of this effect, you may place the treachery card above the boosted monster and discard it at the end of the fight phase. Okay. And alliance reactions. Alliance players can play treachery play abilities. Mana and additional costs may be paid as usual. Must be paid. Use exhaust abilities on their ready cards. Fight phase. Follow the steps below for each lane from left to right. From left to right, make sure to fully resolve a lane before proceeding to the next one. Horde fight. 1 second. Okay, Horde fight. Resolve the fight ability of any monster in the lane. And Alliance fight, resolve the fight ability of any ally or tower in the lane. Strike, monsters and allies in the lane strike. Take the action below depending on the situation. Monsters and allies in the lane strike. Take the action below depending on the situation. Unoppose the monster. If the lane has a monster not opposed by an ally, the monster deals damage to the castle equal to the attack. Please note the tower is not an ally, and therefore a monster in the lane with the tower will strike the castle. Monster in the lane with the tower will strike the castle. Alright, unopposed ally. If a lane has only an ally, ready or exhausted, the ally deals damage to the portal equal to the attack. Ready or exhausted. Okay, monster versus ally. If the lane has both monster and ally, even if exhausted, they deal damage to each other equal to their attack. Resolve the next lane. Repeat these steps for the next lane from to the right until you resolved all lanes. Pillage. Step 1. Pillage a number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the backline. Okay, pillage a number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the backline, not in a lane. Minions that were engaged this turn do not pillage. Okay, how do you remember if they're... Oh, like if they're still out in the lane. To pillage a card, each alliance player places the top card of their alliance deck in their discard pile. For example, in the case below, both players would have to discard the top 5 cards of their deck because the minions were the minions. Okay, pillage a number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the backline. Okay, backline. So that's 3, 4, 5 health. So they only have chits on them right now, 3, 4, 5 health. All right, return minions. Look, it's just in the back line. To pillage a card, number of health in the back line. Okay, return minions. Return any minions in the lanes to the back line. Okay. Keeping minions at bay. Minions might seem like a small annoyance at first, but you might be careful not to ignore them for too long, or they'll grow into an unstoppable force. Another important consideration, if you engage minions during the alliance phase, they will come to a lane and therefore they will not pillage for the turn. If you engage them during the alliance phase, okay, let's write that down. If you engage minions during the alliance phase, they will come. Oh, they will come to a lane, and therefore they will not pillage for the turn. This means you can use your abilities to slow down minions that have grown out of control, or even defeat them to draw useful cards. Just be careful though, as minions have the trample ability, meaning any extra damage they deal beyond what's needed to destroy an ally when fighting with them will damage your castle. Okay, end phase. If the last stage outsider has been destroyed, alliance players win the game. But otherwise, follow these steps. If the portal was not destroyed this turn, rotate the portal 90 degrees clockwise. And otherwise, replace the destroyed portal with the next stage portal in its upright orientation. Okay, players discard down to 7. Start up from the refresh phase. You're ready to play. As you play, make sure to have the player aids nearby and reference the glossary at the end of the rulebook to look up the meaning of keywords found on cards. Good luck and have fun. All right, 26 minutes in. Let's go. Got these chits all in the way. Don't really need these right here like that. Okay, these are positive chits. Try to get a better. Need to. Yeah, I might have to stand on the thing. All right, be back while I. All right, much better. All right, got 5 cards in hand. 5 cards in hand. Got my chits. Got my player aids. Okay. So turn phases. Refresh phase, gain mana. So what represents the mana? I know this is the mana. I got 4 mana, so maybe it's not represented by chits, but oh, maybe right there. Okay, 4. I got 4 mana. This is for player 1. There is no player 2 right now. This is when you're playing as the Horde yourself, I believe, because it's the Horde symbol. Okay, gain mana. Ready exhausted cards. Have none. Horde phase. Summon Horde cards. Okay, how do we do that again? Okay, with the exception of the play Horde cards action, the Horde can take any of these actions in any order and play the number of times. Horde actions competitive mode. This might be just for playing with the person as the Horde. I'm not sure. But all right, what did it say? Summon Horde cards. Let's just keep the book out for now. Okay, Horde phase. Summon Horde cards. Summon a number of Horde cards equal to the wave number. Yeah, 1 card. Wave number 1. All right, so summon Horde cards. Summon a number of Horde cards equal to the wave number at the top of the portal. The portal will rotate in the end phase, so this number will change. To summon a Horde card, place the top card of the Horde deck face up in the leftmost lane without a Horde card. If all 6 lanes resolve, scoot it down a bit. Alright, so we got the Gathering Storm. Okay, this is a spell, Renegade. Play Yetnar minions, gain +2. Yetnar. Okay, so they get +2 chit. Give them 1, 2. So now they have 2 health. Okay, if all 6 lanes resolve the new Horde card proceeding from left to right, repeat the steps below for each newly placed Horde card. Okay, 1 alliance player of your choice gains mana equal to the mana boost. If greater than 1, mana can be split amongst players. Resolve the new Horde cards, proceeding from left to right. Repeat the following steps for each newly placed Horde card. Okay, that's placed. Okay, Yetnar minions gain +2 health, and Portal gains +1 armor for the remainder of the turn. Okay, just for the turn. Don't know which one is the armor chit. Attack and weaken armor. Okay, armor is the yellow one, so Portal gets armor for the rest of the turn. And then Treachery, the Outsider or the Portal gain +1. Okay, one alliance player of your choice gains mana equal to the mana boost if greater than 1. But where is the mana boost though? So it's like, it's saying that this is the mana boost right there. But then it's showing cards with the purple banner that shows the mana boost. But it's like no mana boost. I guess that's no mana boost, so we'll just not worry about it right now. Maybe that's just probably not in the first opening mission type of thing. But then resolve any play ability, ignore any treachery ability, which this one does have a treachery ability. As this is not relevant now, if a card was a spell, place it in the Horde discard pile, which it is a spell, so we'll just discard it. Okay, shift all monsters. Proceed to resolve the next Horde card that was summoned this turn. Shift all monsters. Shift all monsters in lanes towards the left so that there are no free lanes between them. For instance, a spell might have left a free lane between monsters, so shift them to the left, not right. So I see Brick Squad get it all night. And Alliance phase. Alliance players can take each of the actions below any number of times and in any order. Play Alliance cards. Okay, so back on me, I got 5 cards. Okay, pay the card's mana ability to play a card from your hand. Engaging minions. Okay, place an unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. Okay, I summon the minions to come out. Alright, so anyway, this one costs a big 25. That's crazy. This one costs 2. But Behemoth costs 1 less mana to play for each card in your discard pile. So that's an in-game play. Play Mutataform 5. Repeat this. Repeat 5 times. This ally gains +1, +1. Canopy Hunters, 2-drop. And ally tribesman destroyed Gorilla 2. Remove up to 2 health from a minion. And then we have Clearing Dryad. Exhaust. Treachery Exhaust. Move 1 health or 1 attack from an ally to another ally. And then we have Ritual Pillar. Tower play Ritual Pillar gains 2 health. And exhaust Ritual Pillar gains -1 health. Randomly choose 3 cards from your discard pile and return 1 of them to your hand. Randomly choose 3 cards from your discard pile and return 1 to your hand. Cool. Alright, Guard Pillar. After an ally is destroyed, put that card beneath Guard Pillar. After an ally is destroyed, put that card beneath Guard Pillar. When Guard Pillar has 3 or more allies beneath it, destroy Guard Pillar and return all cards beneath it to their owner's hand. Nice. Alright, so 2-drop, we'll put out, or exhaust, move 1. And I guess we gotta have 4, so I'll put out the Clearing Dryad. Put you right here. Go down to 1 mana. Okay, and then what else can I do? I can engage minions. Place an unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. Okay, this one has 2 health, but no attack. Yet our monsters gain +1 attack for each health on them, so it's a 2/2. So do I want to engage that? Probably not. I can go with the On-Kai minions. On-Kai minions gain +1 attack for each health on them. And then let's look at the Zephyrite minions. Zephyrite minions gain +1 attack for each health on them, and they have trample. All the minions have trample. And Epic Red Mai have +1 attack for each health on them. Looks like everybody has the same power, really. Yeah, they'll just name different stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and engage the On-Kai. And then, okay, engage, place an unengaged minion with 1 or more health in the leftmost lane without monsters. You must have an ally in the same lane. Move or play it beforehand if needed. If the ally leaves this lane during the alliance phase, the minion will immediately return to the back lane. Okay, move or discard cards. Move an ally, not a tower, from one lane to another without alliance cards, or even swap lanes with another ally in play. It doesn't say you have to go progressively like 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. But you can also discard any of your alliance cards in play. Okay, use exhaust abilities. Use the exhaust ability on any ready card by exhausting it. Some abilities might have a cost to them. Okay, in the bold, reveal treachery card. Okay, so going to the next phase, the reveal treachery phase. Reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up. Okay, ready exhausted cards. Horde phase. Compact all the cards. Resolve new Horde cards. Alliance phase. Take each of these options below any number of times. Play alliance card. Did that. Engage minions. Did that. Use exhaust abilities. None to do. Oh, I do. Exhaust to move 1 health or 1 attack from an ally to another. No, I don't want to do that. Don't have that to do. And move allies between lanes. Discard alliance cards in play. Okay, don't want to do any of that. Treachery phase. Reveal the treachery card. Reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of the Horde discard pile. This is the treachery card for this turn. Okay, doing that now. Okay, treachery card. Okay, ignore any play ability. And look at the side of the card for the attack symbol. So leftmost card, the boosted monster. If the leftmost monster in the lanes, if the symbols are on the left, so this one gets an attack. So we'll just supply this with a diamond sword attack thing. So now it has 1 attack. Okay, On-Kai minions gain +1 attack for each health on them. But it looks like it has 0 health though. But anyway, keeping on with the treachery phase. If there are no symbols, skip to the next step, otherwise determine the boosted monster. Resolve the treachery ability written on the treachery card. Ignore any other abilities such as play. Okay, treachery, the outsider or portal gain +1. Okay, resolve the treachery ability written on the treachery card. Ignore any play effects. Okay, the outsider or the portal gain +1. Prioritize the outsider. Okay, so the outsider is still out there, so we'll make them gain +1 health. Pop a tit, put it on them. Okay. As a reminder of this effect, you may place the treachery card above the boosted monster and discard it at the end of the end phase. Well, I did it. I don't need to do that. And alliance reaction. And then alliance players may play spells with the lightning play. And mana and additional cost must be paid. Use exhaust abilities. Okay, no need to do that. And where did this come from? Oh, this was just, yeah. Okay, maybe I did need to do that. But yeah, play that right there. That was discarded. That was just used for... Oh, no. This is actually the last card. That would not have happened, I don't think. So, okay. Play 2 different allies gain blank taunt. Ignoring play effects, so only thing that happens is that shit. So move that back. And that was that. Okay, moving on to the next phase. First game's always the worst. And trying to keep everything in frame and this weird type of thing I got going. Alright, and in the fight phase, follow the steps below for each lane. Horde fight, resolve the fight ability of any monsters in the lane. Resolve fight ability, you have no fight ability. And alliance fight, resolve the fight ability of any ally or tower, none. Strike, monsters and allies in the lane, strike. Take the action below depending on the situation. Unopposed monsters. If the lane has a monster not opposed by an ally, then it hits the castle. And unopposed ally, nope, monster versus ally. Okay, what about the minions though? Okay, monsters versus ally, but it doesn't say anything about ally versus minion. Okay, we'll just keep reading, I guess. Okay, monster versus... Okay, unopposed ally. If the lane has only an ally, ready or exhausted, the ally deals damage to the portal equal to their attack. Okay, so this guy has a 3 attack. I'll deal 3 damage to the portal. They have 1 armor, so I guess I'll do 2 damage to the portal. Oh, did that thing? Yeah. 2 damage to the portal. Now that armor goes away at the end of the turn, so deal 2 negative damage to the portal. Portal has 6 life on that portal. All right. Okay, resolve the next lane. Repeat the step for the next lane to the right till you resolved all lanes. Pillage phase. Pillage a number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the back line, not in the lane. Okay, so it says unopposed ally. If the lane has only an ally, ready or exhausted, the ally deals damage to the portal. It doesn't say about if there is a minion in the lane. Okay, unopposed monster. Alliance fight, engaged. Okay, this first game, I'm gonna just assume that I did it right. I could very well be doing it wrong, but it doesn't say anything about being opposed by minions. Teasing me off again. All right, pillage. Pillage a number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the back lane, not in lane. Minions that were engaged this turn do not pillage. To pillage a card, each alliance player places the top card of their alliance deck in the discard pile. All right, so total health. Total health. All minions in the back line. So that's 2 health. 2. They have none. So 2 health. I'll mill 2 cards right here. Mill 2 cards for my alliance deck. Yeah. Probably put that like that anyway. Alright. Mill 2. Still waiting on a better thing. Alright, to pillage a card each, keeping minions at bay. Minions might not seem like that much, but a small annoyance. Another, if you engage minions during the alliance phase, they will come to the lane and therefore will not pillage for the turn. But does that block an ally attack though? It doesn't seem like they ever really addressed that. Okay, let's read this fight phase one more time. Follow the steps below for each lane, left to right. Make sure that you fully resolve a lane before proceeding to the next one. Horde fight, resolve any fight. Alliance fight, resolve the alliance fight. Keyword, strike. Monsters and allies in the lane, strike. Take the action below depending on the situation. Unopposed monster. If a lane has a monster not opposed by an ally, the monster will deal damage to the castle equal to the attack. A tower is not an ally, and therefore a monster in the lane with the tower will strike the castle. So maybe minions aren't monsters, so your ally attack goes straight through a minion. Okay, unopposed ally. If the lane has only an ally, ready or exhausted, the ally deals damage to the portal equal to the attack. Monster versus ally. Man, I mean, it straight up never says anything about it, so I'll just assume that I hit the portal. All right, end phase. In the last stage, the outsider has been... if the last stage outsider has been destroyed, the alliance players win the game. Otherwise, follow these steps. If the portal was not destroyed this turn, rotate the portal 90 degrees. Still has a 1 whatever. With the next portal stage in its upright position, wave number changes. Then players discard down to 7, start another turn from the refresh phase. If the gate was destroyed this turn, place the next gate upright. Otherwise, rotate 90 degrees, discard down to 7. All right, refresh phase. Okay, gain mana, gain 4. You'll still gain 4, so I'll go to 5. Okay, gain mana, ready exhausted cards, none exhausted. Horde phase, summon horde cards. Horde phase. To summon a horde card, place the top card of the horde deck face up in the leftmost lane without a horde card. Leftmost without a horde. Oh, man, when do those guys go back? Okay, pillage. The number of cards with the total health. To pillage a card, return minions. Return any minions in the back lane. Minions return to the back lane. Okay, now some of this stuff, they lose it. Okay, treachery, the outsider. In portal, gain Getnar. In portal, gain +1 armor for the remainder of the turn, so they lose that stuff. They lose that. In Onikai, I don't even remember where that came from. Okay, right here, play effects. You know what? I will just keep it right there. Play 2 different allies, gain 1. No, that wasn't ever a thing. I forget where this came from, but I guess I'll just leave it there. All right, anyway, this is the new card, leftmost. Summon horde cards, 1 horde card. Resolve new horde cards. Play the outsider or the portal, gain 2 health. Prioritize outsider, so you get 2 health. Okay. Compact all the horde cards. In the alliance phase, take each of the options below any number of times in any order. Play alliance cards, engage minions, use exhaust abilities, move allies between lanes, discard the alliance cards in play. All right, going back to my hand. Okay, towers, they occupy lanes, so... Right? Yeah. So I could play the... Yeah, I'll play the 2-drop Canopy Hunters, go down to 3. And then Destroyed Gorilla 2, remove up to 2 health from a minion. Okay. And then along with that, I'll play the Guard Pillar. After an ally is destroyed, put that card beneath Guard Pillar. When Guard Pillar has 3 or more allies beneath it, destroy Guard Pillar and return all cards beneath it to the owner's hand. Okay. I'll put you on that lane, I guess. Yeah, let's put it in the second to last lane. pay 2. So 1, 2, down to 1 mana again. That's my hand. Alright. Actions. Alliance phase. Play all alliance cards. Engage minions. I guess this one will engage this one. Okay. Then I'll go to the treachery phase. Resolve the treachery card. 1 treachery card. Alright, so the rightmost minion gets 1. Okay, yeah, that's where it got it from, was from the treachery card. Yeah, the pip is what did it. Okay. So yeah, okay, here we go. Put that there. And then this one gets rightmost. Okay, do you give it to minions or just the monster? Okay, treachery phase. Reveal treachery card. Reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of the Horde discard pile. This is the treachery card for this turn. Ignore play abilities and look at the sides of the treachery card for any sword or lightning symbol. If there are no symbols, skip to the next step. Otherwise, determine the boosted monster. The boosted monster is the leftmost monster in the lane if the symbols are on the left. Rightmost monster if the symbols are on the right. So, okay, I guess this is a monster, the minion. Because it says epic monster minion though. And then that gets a +1 health. So, give that to that guy. Gives it a +1. Okay, I guess the minions, they get stronger. Even as they go to the back, they'll retain their +1 swings or whatever. Okay, treachery card. Reveal the top. Ignore any play ability. So at the end of the Horde phase, the weakest ally engages troll trackers if possible. Okay, this is a monster. This is no longer a monster. This is just a buff right here, that card. Okay, that's the treachery phase. Fight phase. For each lane from left to right, resolve Horde fight abilities. They have no Horde fight abilities. Resolve alliance fight abilities. I have none. Ally and monster strike. So, okay, we're swinging. I don't have any cards to play. So, alright, so I deal this guy 3, knocking it out. I get to draw a card. It deals me 2. One negative. And I get to draw a card for knocking out dude, the Forest Yeti, which is actually the art of the portal. Okay, got another clearing dryad. And then we do this fight right here. Yetnar minions. Yetnar minions gain +1 attack for each health on them. But, I mean, it says 0, so how is it alive if it has no health? That's one thing I'm just not getting right there. Oh, okay, well, I don't get it at all, man. This is the same thing that happened with the Skytear 9 Horde, the other Skytear. It's just like, it seems like the rules just were not clear. Because it doesn't address what happens if you're fighting minions. And then if the minions have no health, I mean, how are they alive on the battlefield? Man, let me Google this and then come right back. And I'm back. Alright. Here's what somebody on BGG says. Some rule questions after first solo play. First of all, thanks for the awesome game. Really enjoyed my first round. Okay, some questions. Yeah, if I kill all minions and they have no more health, they just chill in the back line without pillaging, right? There's no static effect which grants health to minions, only some cards in the Horde deck. 3, this is what I'm really asking. If I had a monster which pulled all minions into free lanes upon battle, they all had 0 life. Therefore, nothing happens. I can't strike them and draw cards and they deal no damage, right? Okay. But then, I mean, my question is, do I still get to hit the portal even if a minion is there? Okay, in Portal Stage 3, no more Horde cards are revealed. How can I get new cards if only Outsider Stage 2 is on the battlefield? If there's a difficulty rating on Horde, can I mix towers? Okay, so these answers from David M. Whoever David M is, I guess he's an authority. But number 3, correct. They can't enter a lane without HP. Okay, so maybe they can't even enter the lane without HP. So I guess, I don't know, this stuff is kind of confusing, man. They should have, this is just like the other Skytear all over again. And I have that footage, so. Man, what the crap, why is this not in the fact at the back? Okay, wow, what a quick response, thanks. One more question, forgot. How do I handle attachments without monsters? Just discard them without any effects? I don't think there is many of situations where you can draw an attachment. What happens to an attachment? Correct attachments always add at least 1 minion, therefore will always have a monster in play. All right, man, I'm still confused. But okay, I basically called this. I called out this alliance. I called out this monster, this minion, but it has no health. Therefore, it can't even exist in the lane, I guess they said. Yet no minions gain +1 attack for each health on them. They have no health, so I guess it just disappears. Like, man, I do not see how this is not in the rule book. Okay, back to key concepts. When a minion is destroyed, discard all tokens from it, place it in the back line, and one alliance player may draw a card. Minions, okay, just starting from the top with the minions. There are 4 minions. The 4 minions are a special kind of monster threatening your resources, which are represented by the alliance deck. During the pillage phase, the healthier the minions, the more cards you'll have to discard from your deck. Remember, all players lose if the alliance player deck runs out of cards. Minions will stay in the back line outside of the lanes unless you pull them into a lane using an ally during the alliance phase. Okay, this one gets engaged because it has +3 health on it. But I guess anything else cannot be engaged because it doesn't have health on it. All right, okay, and then one more thing about the minions. Minions might seem like a small annoyance at first, but you must be careful not to ignore them for too long or they'll grow into an unstoppable force. Another important consideration, if you engage minions during the alliance phase, they'll come to a lane and therefore they will not pillage for the turn. This means you can use your allies to slow down minions that have grown out of control or even defeat them to draw useful cards. Just be careful though, as minions have the trample ability. But what about if they don't have any health though? Yeah, already really teasing me off, man. Thought I was gonna have a good experience with this one the first time. Alright, so judging what I had to Google, BGG, looks like this thing couldn't have even blocked me because it doesn't have health. This would fizzle. At the start of the Horde phase, the weakest ally engages troll trackers, but it's not this. This is just a pip right here for the health, for the attack. Okay, this thing, I guess I'm gonna just tap this up here to show that it couldn't even block me. That's what I'm gonna say. And then I'm just keeping this fight going. I'm gonna deal 1 damage to the portal. One damage to the portal. And then they pillage. Yeah, we'll just leave that on there, I guess. Something. So say The healthiest guys, they pillage. They have no health, so they're dealing 0 pillage, right? Okay, pillage. Pillage is number of cards equal to the total health of all minions in the back line. Minions that were engaged this turn don't pillage. To pillage a card, each alliance player takes a top deck. They have no health, so they're not pillaging. Okay, leave that phase. Go on to the next still, which is the end phase. If the gate was destroyed, okay, nope. Okay, gate was not destroyed. Okay, otherwise rotate the existing gate 90 degrees. Okay, 0 cards this time. 0 right there. Okay, discard down to 7 and then go back to the refresh phase. Okay, this card still says +4, so I think I was on 1. I think. Alright, so then I'm going back to 5. Going back to 5. 4 more mana. Okay, ready exhausted cards. Have none exhausted. Well, this would ready, I guess. And then Horde phase, summon Horde cards. 0 Horde cards this time, because it's on 0. And yeah, let's make sure of that again though. Okay, Horde cards. Summon the number of Horde cards equal to the wave number at the top of the portal. The portal will rotate, so this number will change. Yeah, so it's on 0 right now. Resolve the new Horde card. Don't have to do that because there is none. Summon Horde cards. Resolve new Horde cards. Compact all Horde cards. Alliance phase. Take each of the options below any number of times in any order. Play Alliance cards. Engage minions. Play Alliance cards. Play the 3 drop, another Clearing Dryad for 3. Go down to 2. And then I got the exhaust ability, move health or strength from an ally to another. Now, I don't know if that's base stats or if that's just chits. It doesn't really specify. But whatever. Okay, I can engage stuff. They have no health, so why am I worried about engaging them, really? Alright, we'll go to the treachery phase. Yeah, because I don't know what might get buffed or whatnot, so treachery phase, reveal treachery card, reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up on top of the Horde discard pile. So the rightmost monster. Okay, ignore any play abilities and look at the side of the cards. If there are no symbols, skip to the next step. Otherwise, determine the boosted monster. There's no monster that's engaged since it was 0 this turn, so just discard it. Okay, follow the steps from each lane from left to right. Horde fight. They have nobody to fight, so Alliance fight. I'm dealing 3, dealing 4, 5, 6, 7. So knocking out this portal. Okay, unopposed ally. If the lane only has an ally, ready or exhausted, the ally deals damage to the portal equal to their attack. So, okay, so we'll go left to right. I knock out this portal, then what happens? Okay, in phase, if the portal was not destroyed this turn, rotate the... I guess I just got to do it. I guess I have one... man, like if the portal gets destroyed, does it go to the next one immediately or... Okay, Okay, unopposed ally. If the ally deals damage to the portal equal to their attack. Okay, 3 of it, knock this portal out. Okay, at the end of the turn, when the portal is destroyed, reveal the next portal. Okay, so just at the end of the turn. All right, so this portal is knocked out. Done with the fight phase. Pillage phase, they got no health, so I take it they're not doing any damage. In phase, if the last stage outsider has been destroyed, the alliance players win. Okay, I'm sure I discard this one. If the portal was not destroyed, rotate the portal 90 degrees. Otherwise, replace the destroyed portal with the next portal in its upright orientation. Players discard down to 7. Okay, what does this one say? This one says summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. Summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. Okay, that's the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. At the end of the turn, when this portal is destroyed, reveal the next portal. Okay, summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. Okay. Alright, so we're going back to the refresh phase. Gain mana. I'll gain how much? 6 mana this time. Going from 2 all the way to 8. Ready exhausted cards. No exhausted cards. Summon horde cards. Summon 1 horde card. Okay. Now get summoned to the leftmost spot right here. Okay, fight effect that it has, but no play effect. Okay, that guy got summoned. Now resolve new horde cards. Nothing to resolve. Compact all the horde cards of the options below any number of times for me. All right, so I can play cards and stuff. Got nothing to really play right now. Only have 2 cards in hand. All right, so we'll go to the treachery phase. Resolve treachery card. Rightmost gets a +1 armor deal. Well, +1 fight deal, which is the diamond. And this is a 1/6 right here. All right, they get a +1. Okay, did that. Use play and exhaust abilities. Okay, okay, reveal treachery card, the top card of the, and then ignore any play abilities. The boosted monster in the left. Case 1, resolve treachery ability written on the treachery card. Ignore the play ability. For the remainder of the turn. Okay, resolve the treachery ability. Okay, for the remainder of the turn, the boosted monster gains an attack bonus. Oh, that's just for the remainder of the turn. Okay, alliance reactions. Alliance players can play spells with the treachery symbol or the treachery exhaust, which is just the tap. Okay. All right, anyway, we're going to the fight phase. I could do that or that because they have the lightning bolt instant. All right, going to fight phase. Follow the steps below for each lane from left to right. Horde fight. Resolve the fight ability on an ally monster of any monster in the lane. All right, so you have a fight effect. If deep howlers are not engaged, they deal 3 damage to the castle. They are engaged, luckily, and they have 1 armor. Prevent the first damage each turn. Okay, so then we go to the alliance fight. Resolve the fight ability of any of these guys. They don't have any fight effect. Now we'll go to strike. So I deal 3. Oh, so screw that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually do that. We're gonna do that treachery phase thing where, okay, even disengaged guys, they still fight though. Yeah. All right, so I'll do this, exhaust this, move 1 health or 1. Okay, now when they say move, do they mean the chits or just the wood? These icons represent 4 tokens that appropriately modify the attack. A card can't have opposite tokens on the same time because they would cancel each other out. For instance, if a plus and minus. Move. Man, it says move +1 or -1 from an ally. Okay, so that looks to be just tokens. Yeah, these archons were meant tokens. Okay, so just tokens. Okay, plus or minus tokens. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. All right, keeping this moving. So I can't move any of these things to help these guys because this is a minus tokens, not plus tokens. All right. So back to this fight. This will do 1 to this guy, which I still have 1 life left. I'll counterattack with 3 -1 to this guy, so that'll be 2 minus health on this guy. And then I deal 1, 4 to the portal. 3, 4 to the portal. Okay. Keep it on. Fight phase. Pillage phase. Minions not in lanes pillage, but they don't have any health, so they can't pillage. Minions return to the back line. They're in the back line. End phase if the gate was destroyed, otherwise rotated 90 degrees. Okay, and this one says at the end of the turn when this portal is destroyed, reveal the next portal card. Okay, but summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. Oh my gosh. Okay, the horde phase. Okay, let's back this thing up. Horde phase. Summon horde cards, resolve new horde cards, compact all. Okay, before my alliance turn, these would have came out. That one there, and then this one there. So that changes the whole thing of the fight. So one did this 4 damage, but we resolved this fight correctly. Play the Hatebringer strikes the ally he's engaged with. Otherwise, if the Hatebringer is not engaged with, he destroys the castle. Armor 2. Okay, so it strikes for 4. And it knocks my guy out. Luckily, it doesn't have trample. Knocks my guy out. Play the Hatebringer gains +1 attack and trample for the remainder of the turn. Now, it said everything in the Hatebringer pile. What all is in the Hatebringer pile? Both cards? All right, let's go back to that. Okay, set up the outsider pile. Choose an outsider and set aside their outsider cards. For the first game, use the Hatred Bringer, but it says Hatebringer. Place the stage 1 outsider card face up within reach. This is known as the outsider pile. Okay, I guess I'm not even using this one right now. That's kind of a little better. Okay. It says just place the stage 1 outsider face up within reach. This is known as the outsider pile. That works for me because that would have been crazy. All right, so that one didn't have trample. It had armor 2. It just came in, decimated my canopy hunters. I'm trying to remember if these just fell off on their own or what. Oh, I think I might have milled these. Yeah. All right, so this is on the discard pile right there. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, and then, okay, so now we're back on track. Did the alliance phase. Did the treachery phase. Did the fight phase. This would have gave it to the one on the right, so actually would have gave it to this. That card. Okay, what comes first? The treachery phase after the horde phase, yeah. All right, fight phase for each lane, left to right, we did that. Pillage phase, they have no health, they're not pillaging. End phase, we rotated it 1, and I did no damage to it. Oh, no. I still do get to do 3 damage to it. Because that's outside of the game. 3 damage, all right, cool. All right, back on track. Okay, refresh phase, gain mana. Gain 6. Not really killing anything, so I max out at 10. Okay, ready exhausted cards, none exhausted. Summon horde cards. Okay, summon how many? 1 to the leftmost. Summon this guy leftmost. Okay, has no play ability. Take, then my phase. Play alliance cards, engage minions. Oh, my bad. Canopy. Hunters would have went here. After an ally is destroyed, put that card beneath guard pillar. When guard pillar has 3 or more allies beneath it, destroy guard pillar and return all cards beneath it to their owner's hand. Alright, you go there. And let me see. Alliance phase, play alliance cards, engage minions, use exhaust abilities, discard alliance cards, move allies between lanes. Okay, let's read that. Move allies between lanes. Move an ally not a tower from one lane to another without alliance cards, or even swap lanes with another ally in play. Okay, doesn't designate like a Tyson Seer or anything. Doesn't designate that. And that guy's got armor too. I'll move you here because whatever it hits is gonna pretty much kill it anyway. I'll move you here as to not take 3 damage to the castle. And then towers can't move. And then I can't afford anything else to play because this one costs 25 minus the cards in my discard pile, which I just have 2. Okay, I do have another ritual pillar. Play ritual pillar, gains 2 health. And exhaust ritual pillar, gains -1. Randomly choose 3 cards from your discard pile and return 1 of them to your hand. Might as well play that. Okay, so go there, go back down to 9. This gains 2 health. And I can exhaust it. Yeah, I am on my alliance phase, yeah. Alright, so I'll exhaust it. No, I need to wait till 3 of them are in here. Randomly choose 3 cards from your discard pile. What if I have less than 3 though? None of these are very great, so I'll just wait till I have something real good in the discard pile. Or maybe that's not the right thing to do. Okay, so it says randomly choose 3 cards from your discard pile and return 1 to your hand. Alright, so either one of these, let's look at these. You know what? I got nothing else to do, so remove. Randomly choose 3 cards, which I only have 2, so I'll probably get the 4 drop. Play the monster engaged with Tribe Warriors, gains -1 attack and 1 health for the remainder of the turn. Yeah, I'll do you. That's perfect. Alright, so put you back. Oh, and return 1 of them to my hand, so pay 4. Go back down to 5. And then play the monster engaged with Tribe of Hunters, Tribe of Warriors, gains -1 attack. -1 attack. And -1 health. Alright. So now it's a 1-2 for the rest of the turn. And fight Gorilla 1, remove up to 1 +1 health from a minion. Up to 1. Alright. Still got this in my hand. Alright, now that's the end of the alliance phase. Going into the treachery phase. Treachery phase. You get a pip on the leftmost guy, so leftmost guy gets 1 more hit. And then no treachery talk on there. Treachery, you get a plus fight. Okay, done with that. Use lightning abilities. Do I want to move anything? I don't have any pluses to move. Do they have any? Okay, nope. So done with treachery phase. Treachery is just the instant phase. And then fight phase. Resolve each lane left to right. So I'll hit this for 3. Okay, hit that for 3. They have 1 armor, so I'll actually hit it for 2. Minus health. Minus health. And then it counterattacks me for 2. So I'll take 2 damage. Might as well just punch these things. Okay, most of it is punched. Alright, that's that fight. That's cool. Now we'll go to this fight. They're hitting me for 5. Clearly I'm dead. It doesn't have trample. But then I hit it back for 3 minus 2 armor. So I'll hit that for 1. But this was dying anyway. So hit that for 1. This dies. Goes to the discard. Okay, that fight is done. Go to this fight. I hit that for 2. Oh, it has taunt. At the end of the alliance phase, this monster must be engaged. Okay, cool. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, luckily I did it. 2. I hit this for 2. That's enough to knock it out. This hits me for 2 minus 1. This was a minus 1, wasn't it? Yeah, a minus 1. Because that's what that power is. So that'll hit me for 1. Yep. And yep. So that one is knocked out with 2 damage. Yep, sir. Alright, knock that out. Remove his tokens. Discard it. I draw a card. Okay, what is that? Stone Pillar. 2 drop. Tower. Play Stone Pillar gains 2 health. And exhaust on the treachery phase. Stone Pillar gains -1. And then the monster gains -1 and -1. Nice. Alright, so... Oh, after an ally is destroyed, put it underneath. So put that Clearing Dryad under the guard pillar. Cool. And... yeah, nobody hit the portal, so... we go to the end phase if the gate was destroyed. Otherwise, place the gate upright. And otherwise, rotate it 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 0 minion cards is good. Gain mana. Gain 6 mana. Going to 5 to 10. Maxes out at 10. Horde phase. Summon Horde cards. 0 this time, luckily. Resolve new Horde cards. No new ones. Compact all Hordes. They're compacted. The battle line. Okay, alliance phase. Take each play alliance cards and engage. Use exhaust abilities, but no treachery abilities. Okay. Move a lot. Move allies between lanes. This guy hits my castle for 4, but who cares though? Because my castle has 20. Oh, I could have been doing this. Exhaust, pay 1 mana. Choose remove up to -2 from the castle. Remove up to 1 from an ally. Oh man, I should have been doing this. Draw a card. Alright, so I'll exhaust, do the exhaust power. I'll remove 1 from you so you don't die. So I can kill that, draw a card that way. Yeah, it should have been... well, now I know. I should never forget that now. Okay, what else do I do? I got no buffs, so can't move them. I can play Stone Pillar. Stone Pillar gains 2. Exhaust gains -1. Then the monster gains -1. Yeah, like I know other lanes are kind of wasted, but I'll pay 2. Going down to 8. Stone Pillar gains +2 health. And I can exhaust Stone Pillar. Gains -1. And then a monster gains -1 and -1 health. -1 health and -1 attack. So I'll bring this guy down since we're gonna kill it on the crackback. So get rid of that. And then -1 life. Oh man, this guy's been dead. What am I talking about? This guy has 3 on it. So I would have drew a card there. Okay, so put that back. Didn't even notice that had 3 health because it came in the game with 3. Because it had 2 on it when it was in that zone. Man, I wonder if it would have had the armor when it was in that zone. That's a good question. Yeah, we'll just assume it had the armor on it when it was in that zone. That makes sense. But what I'll do is I'll take 1 off of it. Stone Pillar gains exhaust. Stone Pillar gains -1. Then a monster gains -1. -1. Now, does the armor? No, the armor wouldn't affect it, I don't think. So -1 and -1 swing. So now it's a 3-2. No. It's still a 3-3, but it has. It's still a 3-3, but it has 2 damage on it. So something like a 3-1. All right, that was complicated. Okay, done with my phase. Now we go to the treachery phase. They still get a treachery card nonetheless. They get 2 pips on this guy, which sucks, but whatever. All right, 2 pips on this guy, and then no treachery effect on this card. So I'll just get this guy 2 pips, which is 2 to attack. It's a plus and a plus. Okay. I don't have any treachery to use. Oh, I can move from an ally to another, not a pet tower. This is already exhausted. This is gonna get killed on the crackback. Fight phase. Resolve their fight abilities. Yeah, that's engaged. That's not going off, so I have no fight abilities. Well, Gorilla 1. Oh, fight. Remove up to +1 from a minion. They don't have any +1s. Alright, so on with the fight. We do damage, so this will do 4 damage to me, enough to knock me out. I deal 3 to it, -1 armor, which is 2. Which is effectively enough to knock it out. We trade. I draw a card. So we trade. I brought it up to 6 damage. It got me down to 4 damage. And then this one gets discarded. These tokens go away. This one would get discarded as well, except for it goes under the guard pillar. And then when the guard pillar has 3 or more allies beneath it, destroy guard pillar and return all cards beneath it to the owner's hand. So destroy the guard pillar and return it to the owner's hand. Nice. All right, that was the first fight. Second fight. This one is going to demolish my stone pillar because it has 1 life. And then it doesn't counterattack because it's only a tower. This gets discarded. No trample there. Tribe Warriors comes through and hits the Horde for 2 damage. Hits the Horde for 2 damage, so the portal takes 2 damage. It has, what, 3 life remaining. Alright, and it's all good. Alright, so fight phase done, pillage phase. They have no health, they have nothing to pillage. And then we'll go to the end phase, tap it right one time, it's summoned. And if the gate was destroyed this turn, place the gate upright, otherwise rotate it 90 degrees. Discard hand down to 7. Go back to the refresh step, gain mana, gaining 6 mana, back up to 10. Ready exhausted, put those right back on the wall. Horde phase, summon horde cards. Summon 1 this time. Okay, summon, you get to the leftmost. Leftmost available. Okay, play effect, Deep Stalker deals 2 damage to the castle. I'm not even tripping because it hardly has any damage. Game would have been over faster if I would have been using my castle power, but whatever. Resolve new horde cards, did that. Compact all horde cards, and then alliance phase, my phase. I can. This has armor 1. Oh, I have all these in my hand too now. Alright, so I'll play Clearing Dryad. Yeah, just load up 3. 1, 2, 3. Play another Clearing Dryad. 1, 2, 3. 7, 6, 5, 4. Play I'll use Exhaust the Gaping Maw, the castle. Exhaust, pay 1 mana. Did I do that last time? It doesn't matter, I had a crap ton of mana. So I'll pay and exhaust, choose 1, remove up to 2 damage from the castle. Remove up to 1 damage from an ally or draw a card. I'll draw a card. Got the Underwood Dryad. Play Mutiform 2. Repeat this 2 times. This ally gains +1/+1. Alright, Mutiform. Yeah, I will do this in order to go ahead and kill the Hatebringer. Alright, so you get +2 health. +2 attack. Making you a 3/3. Alright, my lanes are all done. Yeah, my lane's all done, so alright, done with alliance phase. Done with, oh, that's a plus. Alright, so done with the alliance phase. And now I'll go to the treachery phase. They get a pip on the guy to the right, which is okay with me. They'll get a pip right there. They get a attack pip. So that would cancel this out. So now it swings for a regular base 4. And yep, that's that. I don't want to play any exhaust abilities or anything. I could move 1 from here to somebody else, but I don't want to. Okay, done with treachery phase, fight phase, left to right. We'll do, this has armor 1. I hit this up for 3, which does not kill it. This has armor 1. I maybe didn't think about that, but I still deal 2 damage to it, 3 minus 1. This one does 2 damage to me. 1, 2. Okay, then we both survive. Go to this next lane. I'll deal 3 damage to it, minus 2 armor, which is 1, which is enough to bump it off. This one deals 4 damage to me, which is enough to bump me off, which is a-okay. This gets discarded. I draw a card from knocking this off. I Hatebringer goes, put it in Hatebringer zone. And we do the next fight. Deal 2 damage to their portal. 1, 2. Needs 1 more to be bumped off. And I have the clearing Dryad, so that bumps that off. This is out of there. Alright. Pillage phase, they have no health. They don't pillage. In phase, if the gate was destroyed this turn, place the gate upright. If the gate was destroyed this turn, place the next gate upright. Otherwise, so next gate upright. That one's out of there. Next gate upright. Discard down to 7 cards. Summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. This portal can't be damaged. Okay. And the win con, I guess, is to defeat the Hatebringer both times. Okay, winning and losing. Alliance players lose when the castle is destroyed or any player Alliance deck runs out of cards. And Alliance players win at the end of the turn in which the final outsider stage has been destroyed. Not the portal, but the stage. And we already said for the outsider pile, choose an outsider and set aside their outsider cards. For the first game, you'll use the Hatebringer. Place the stage 1 outsider card face up within reach. This is known as the outsider pile. They didn't say anything about outsider 2, so I'm taking it that we only play with the outsider 1. Alright, so summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. Okay, and this is all 0, so that's cool. And then it said the win con again was Alliance players win at the end of the turn in which the final outsider stage has been destroyed. Okay, it said outsider pile, choose an outsider and set aside their outsider cards. For your first game, use the Hatebringer. Place the stage 1 outsider face up within reach. This is known as the outsider pile. It sounds like to me we don't deal with the stage 2, even though I thought before we do. But I mean, like, you know, why don't they just clarify this stuff? But anyway, this video is running hella long, so we'll just end it at this. So alright, so we'll go refresh phase, gain mana. Gain 4 mana this time instead of 6, so 3 to 7. We'll go ready exhausted cards, put you back up. Horde phase, summon horde cards, no horde cards to summon. Resolve new, compacts, and alliance phase. Do the options I want. I'll play the 3-drop. Go down to 4. I will draw a card. Pay 1 mana, draw a card. Pay 1 and exhaust, draw a card. Okay, got another one of you. Yeah, might as well. Okay, I'll exhaust and get rid of 1. Randomly choose 3 cards from the discard and return 1 to my hand. Get rid of you. Randomly 3. 1, 2, 3. Random 3. And then return 1 to hand. If I put an allied dryad from the discard pile. Yeah, let's play you. Let's see what happens. 3. 1, 2, 3. Put the rest of these back. Alright, fight. Put an allied dryad card from your discard pile beneath the living jungle. If you do, mutate a form 2. Destroy, put all cards beneath the living jungle into your discard pile. Cool. Alright, then we're attacking. No. We gotta go treachery phase. Resolve the treachery card. So, guy to the rightmost gets a... Okay, play damage to the castle. And then it says nothing about the think they said if it's just a, I think they said if it's a treachery, then I guess nothing gets pips, I guess. All right, anyway, moving along. Fight phase, resolve the fight abilities. Fight, Gorilla 1, nothing to do. So we'll just fight. This does 2 damage to me, knocking this out. I deal 3 damage back, knocking that out. Trade. Oh, no. Horde phase. Okay, Alliance. Horde phase, this would have came out. Horde phase, that comes out. Play effects. Hatebringer strikes the ally he's engaged with. Otherwise, the Hatebringer is not engaged. He strikes the castle. So, Hatebringer strikes the ally. So, knocks that out. Cool. Rightmost would have got a... Well, I mean, it just does a treachery effect, which is deal 1 damage to the castle. Okay, we all good. Yeah, so I'm sure that killed this. I drew a card. They traded, I believe. That does 4 damage to the castle. Yeah, 4 damage to the castle. And I come 2 damage there, 3 damage there. But summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the Horde phase. This portal can't be damaged. Okay, whatever. So this was kind of a waste of time right there. Yeah, that's not doing any damage, but whatever. And then we'll go to the pillage phase. They got no health. Yeah, they got no health. So in phase, if the gate was destroyed, turn it. Okay, still 0. We go back to the refresh phase, gain mana, gain 4, going to 4. Horde phase, summon all Horde cards. They have none to summon. And Alliance, summon all cards in the outsider pile. We still think that we don't summon that one. This one is already out. Okay, Alliance phase, take each of the options that I want. Okay, ready. Tap. Draw card. Pay 1. Play cards. Move cards. Okay, fight. Put an allied Dryad card from the jungle in mutator form too. So move you there. Okay, yeah, that's a monster. Epic monster. Play. A monster in the lane gains -2 attack and -2 health for the remainder of the turn. So -2 health. -2 attack. Making that a 2/1. Oh, that's just a spell, not an attack. Okay, not a guide. That's a spell. Really, I can only play that during the treachery phase, which comes after the alliance phase, so I'll do that now. Basically, we'll skip the... Well, I'll play my guys first. I spent 2 on that, so that will take me down to 1. And then I can't play any of this, which is fine. Okay, now we'll go to the treachery phase. I'll play that for 2, bringing me down to 1 mana. And then... Okay, resolve the treachery card, didn't do that. They get another attack pip, which will... This is a permanent, so we'll just leave that there. That's a permanent. These are temporary. Alright, they did that. Alright, so now we fight. No fight this lane. They're gonna hit me for 2, 3. Knocking this out, but in fight, put an allied Dryad card from your discard pile beneath the living jungle. Okay, Dryad put you there. And then you mutate a form 2, so you get +2/+2, which makes you a 4/4. And then that is enough to take out that 3. I'm sure you'll also get me on the crackback. And then the whole point of this is, the whole win con again is alliance players win the game at the end of the turn in which the final outsider stage has been destroyed. And then I can end turn. And then it looks like I've destroyed this guy. Final outsider stage is destroyed. It's out of there. Alright, and that was a big 1 hour, 45-minute game. I'm still not even sure if I should have added this, but it says in the setup, the outsider pile, choose an outsider and set aside the outsider card for your first game, the Hatebringer. Place the stage 1 outsider card face up within reach. This is known as the outsider pile. So, I mean, they could have been kind enough to say, don't include the second outsider card, the stage 2. But for all intents and purposes, this sounds like just add the stage 1, which I did, knocked it out. I'm done. And yeah, now I kind of know how to play. I gotta keep it up before I lose how to play. But anyway, I mean, rough first game and trying to film it. But anyway, I'll be back with it, I'm sure. But throw your games, like, comment, subscribe. Tuvok.